Tip-off goes to Houston. Kicks to Harden. To the inside. Nene dishes to Ariza. Beverly the pass to Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. Ariza kicks to Harden. 5 to shoot. From 12 feet out. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Harden's got the first points up on the board for Houston. Last season, the Bulls were a tough matchup, solid margin of victory for them, and never looked overwhelmed, Clark.
Yeah, you know what? They're a team that's even-keeled, the type of team that can win anytime they take the floor. They have a system that works and good talent, that actually excellent talent to make it special, and that combination is a winning one.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Chicago right now, we've got Nikola Mirotic, D-Wade out there with Rajon Rondo, and there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Lopez in its center.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Bulls shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And you talk about the Bulls being able to beat anybody in the league. They did. They did that last season. One of only 3 teams to register one win against every other team in the league back in 2015.
And, you know, getting back to that point about the Bulls beating every team in the league, only the Spurs and Warriors were the other teams to do that. Goes to show just how tough last year's Bulls squad was.
Now, here is Harden. Buries it from three-point range. Harden's got 5.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
The drive by Wade. Here's Lopez. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Wade against Harden. Lopez with the block. Here's Rondo. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And Nene with the stuff.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
The Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for it to start off. this game. Wade outside. It's rebounded by Houston.
And guys, James Harden, much criticized for his defense a couple seasons ago. I really felt like he was dialed in at that end, and he has improved mightily over that season.
Wade with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Butler kicks to Mirotic. Anderson with the block, and he recovers it. Houston in the lead. Shoots it. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Wade. Harden missing his last shot. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Nene. And the Bulls making a change also. Gibson's checked in. And here in the first quarter with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And Butler, here we go. Beasley with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
The dish now to Mirotic. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. Tries from 10. And the Bulls with another miss. For Houston, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Count the bucket. And it's 9 points for James Harden. A minute 42 left here in the first quarter.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. Gordon's checked in for James Harden. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Patrick Beverley. Now here's Rondo. He's got 6. Clock at 4. No good off the back of the rim. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I have talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Now here's McDermott. .52 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Rondo. Tight defense on him. That's good. Rondo's got 8 points.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Here's Prigioni. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Stripped away. And now Brewer running the floor. Oh!
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other. they're in.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the highlight reel replay.
All right, Houston, coming onto the court are your own Rockets.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
It was a trade that seemingly had been talked about for several years. Finally last season, Boston shipping out Rajon Rondo to the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, halfway through the season.
Yeah, and it seemed to me to be a trade that actually helped both teams.
So for Chicago right now, Butler and McDermott filling out the perimeter. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Butler kicks to Wade. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And it's 7 points for Dwayne Wade.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And for Rondo, in the trade, he was able to get out of a rebuilding situation in Boston. It immediately helped a playoff contender in Dallas that was looking for help at that point guard position.
Brewer pushes to Beverly from deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Harrell. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And I tell you what, it was a rough go of things there early on for Rondo and Dallas. And you know, even for great players, it's always an adjustment when you go from a position of comfort to a completely new environment. And even though you're going to a better team, there's going to be some hemming and hawing in terms of your role and how you fit in.
The Rockets making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. And the Rockets with possession here, trailing by 2. Ariza goes in. Wing shot on the way. No good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Butler. Decker with the rebound.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
And it's good. Ariza's got the game tied up here for Houston. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Outside Butler. Inside. Here's McDermott. Kicks it to Wade. Makes it off the glass. Wade's got 6 points in the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Rockets shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets. Anderson comes in for Decker. And here are the Bulls now. Wade passes to Mirotic. The kick outside to Butler. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. Pass to Butler. Wade drives in. Power down with both hands.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, Jay. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Harden. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Mark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
Pablo Prigioni is checked in for the Rockets. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Chicago leading. Dwayne Wade continues Clark to change his game as he gets older. I admire the way guys can do that. Their head says one thing, but their body kind of tells them another.
And you have to give in to your body as you age, that's for sure. He used to attack the rim all the time. Now it's mid-range jumper heavy.
McDaniels kicks to Prigioni. To the middle. Kicks it out to Harden. For three. No good. Good D by Wade.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Hit. Shooting one.
Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Houston. And, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Bulls?
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And here's Harden. 11 points in the game. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Harden's got 13.
Good job there, Kevin, getting himself a little space on the inside.
Wade dishes to Mirotic. The feed now to Lopez. That's good. Lopez has got the lead up to 7 now for the Bulls.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
It's Harden with the drive. Lopez with the block. And he's able to get it back. Pass to Prigioni. Back to Harden. 3 on the clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
We've seen James Harden playing a good game here. He's got 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Capella's checked in, and Corey Brewer's subbed in for McDaniels. Well, looking back on last season, you could see the Rockets were tough at home. They just were relentless at going at teams.
Yeah, how about a 30-11 record last year? And a lot of close ones for them, but that home crowd at times could just really will them to victory.
As it did help in the series against the Clippers last year in the playoffs. Butler on the wing, covered by Brewer. Butler up top. Lets it go from 11. Cannot hit. Rockets trail by 7.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hit some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Nine seconds left in the first half of the game. Rondo passes to Butler. The floater.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
That'll do it for the first half. Bulls lead by 7. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Dwayne Wade. And Dwayne, what about your defense do you need to sustain here into the second half?
That's what's going to win this game for us. You know, it's a good offensive team. We can't give them second chance points. We can't come out in the second half and turn the ball over. So if we're going to win, it's going to be on the defensive end.
Dwayne, thank you, guys. He knows the job is just half done.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Dwayne Wade has been all over the floor tonight. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. There was a lot to like about his first 2 quarters in this one. And, Shaq, what did you see out there from the Bulls?
Well, the shots were dropping for them. I mean, they was just dropping out of everywhere, dropping out the ceiling, dropping out the popcorn guy's man's hand, whatever. It didn't matter what the defense was. They found a way to get a good look almost every time. They just got to be patient, take as long as they need to keep finding those high percentage shots.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
Well, sometimes you get too comfortable playing at home. This team played tonight like it's no urgency. And now they dug themselves a hole, and the energy level to get.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
Yeah. Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Anderson is out there with Trevor Ariza. Bennett's Nene in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Well, one thing that you can always say about Dwayne Wade is that he is at his best when the game is on the line. He truly lives for the big moments.
He does, and Wade has been in so many of those big moments over the course of his career. 5 trips to the NBA Finals, and he really does thrive under pressure.
Back to Mirotic, 6 to shoot. To the middle, here's Rondo. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
And for Wade, when it comes to being clutch, a lot of it is experience. I mean, it's not just during the playoffs. He knows when to step up in the fourth quarter during the regular season. Very productive in the fourth quarter from a scoring standpoint.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
Wade averaged 7 points in the fourth quarter of last season. That was 3rd most in the NBA. A big part of it is how he can create his own shot. When the game is on the line, you want him on the floor with the ball in hand.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Butler kicks to Rondo. Stolen by Harden for the finish. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like
they can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor nicely up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Guys, I'm not sure there's a better star player who's a better fit for his team's philosophy than James Harden. Clark reflects the Rocket system perfectly.
I don't think you're wrong on that, Kevin. I mean, the Rockets, an analytically minded team. They love layups, free throws, and threes. Harden can get all of those done.
Checked in for Nene. And Chicago also making a switch. McDermott's checked in. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Chicago leading by 7.
And Harden, either intentionally or not, is really the poster child for a new era of analytics that's starting to drive basketball. I mean, he generates a lot of points, but most importantly, he does it with tremendous efficiency, in part because he lives at the free throw line.
It's stolen by Rondo. In transition, here come the Bulls. And it's Wade. That time on the assist from Mirotic. Mirotic has got 4 assists now tonight. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
And, you know, for the Rockets, acquiring James Harden might be the trade of the decade. You look at what they gave up, and it's hard to argue that they didn't win that transaction in a big way.
Left side, Anderson. The pass to Harden. And it's Ariza in the corner. He feeds it to Beverly. And some nice passing there by Houston. The Rockets again can't hit.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Wade dishes to Mirotic. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Mirotic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
D-Wade with an excellent pass there.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. So for the Rockets, Beasley comes in for Harrell, and Gordon subbed in for James Harden. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Beverly. It's deflected. And again, Chicago running the court in transition. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
For Chicago, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls, and the Rockets making a change here. Brewers checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
Chicago leading by 14, and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Rockets have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Stolen away. And here comes the break. Back to Wade. Shot clock at 6. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul.
Eric Gordon. That's his first personal foul.
They set the pick, and Gibson, here we go. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Bulls lead by 16. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Beverly, true on the 14-footer. Beverly's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Rondo against Beverly. Rondo kicks to McDermott. Back to Rondo. And it's Chicago scoring again.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
The Bulls leading by 14. Wade for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the second half. after making just one in the first.
Ariza with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Off target from three-point range. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson. Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Butler, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. In the corner, it's Brewer. Dishes it to Nene. It's Beasley on the wing. Hits the three-point bomb. Beasley's got his first 3 points of the game.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
It's rebounded by Houston.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
He kicks it to Brewer. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's good on the layup. Brewer's got it back down to single digits for the Rockets.
That's exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. He went for that pump fake, hook, line, and sinker.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. And the final period of play just about to start. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Taking a look at the Bulls. Jimmy Butler is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Mirotic in at the power forward position. Rockets trail by 9. Here's Beverly. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get, and that's something they also can take great pride in.
And continuing to expand his arsenal last season, Patrick Beverly, the guard for the Rockets. Career highs in assists and rebounds per game, and he's one of the smallest guys on the floor.
Yeah, and he's really working on the details of becoming a better playmaker, becoming a guy that has coaches trust him to handle the basketball in those crucial situations.
Just 5 on the clock. Harden inside the three-point line, misses off the right iron.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part, and I'm not talking about leading college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy. Good. You know, talking about Beverly, his wrist injury really changed things for the Rockets at the end of last season. Suddenly, 37-year-old Jason Terry had to take on big minutes at the point, and he was serviceable, but they missed Beverly's toughness on defense particularly.
Beverly against Rondo. Back to Butler. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And the Bulls lead by 9.
And going back to the one thing with Patrick Beverly, his shot could still be more consistent. Last year, he was down in shooting averages across the board. He flew just 38% from the field. It makes it very difficult on your offense when you have an inability to space the floor.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the Rockets were a tough team last year, but at times it really felt like a one-man show. Harden carried them so much for so long. You just have to wonder if it wore him out.
Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach was giving to his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, we've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Gordon. And if carrying the team during the regular season wore Harden down, Greg, as you're talking about, it didn't show that much in the playoffs. Harden was phenomenal most, if not Clark, all of the postseason.
I would agree with you, but there also were some other guys for Houston that did step up in the postseason. Howard looked as good as he did before all of his injuries, as a case in point. He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
The Bulls leading by 7. Wade drives in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Nice numbers from D. Wade. He has 18 points, and he's rejected more than his share of shots today.
An interior defense at its best, fellas. That's what we've seen out of him today.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Wade.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
It's Harden with the drive. From down in the low post, it goes. Harden's got 6 here in this quarter.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Rondo against Beverly. Now here's Rondo. He's guarded closely. Off target at the rim. Rockets trail by 7. Nene, the pass to Ariza. Offline with his 3.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Rockets have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Harden. Again, the miss by Harden.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not.
Woo. Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Beverly against Rondo. Down low. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Rondo. And the Bulls lead by 13.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Harden dishes to Beverly. Back to Harden. The kick out to Anderson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Mirotic with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Mirotic's shot is off. Outside Butler.
minutes.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. And that one is hammered home.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Rockets trail by 15. Harden outside to the wing right side. Beverly, good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Butler. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bulls.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Well, Kevin, timing and anticipation, they got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum in this one.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Dwayne Wade. He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Harrell, he's checked in for Nene. Decker comes in for Anderson. Brewer is checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Patrick Beverly.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And Brewer kicks to Decker. Here's Prigioni, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Cannon. Shot clock at 5. Knocked away. And now in transition is Brewer. Here we go. And Gibson sends it back. Passes it to Valentine. 20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. He dishes it to Cannon. Puts up a 3. No good. And so Chicago takes this one.
Dwayne, you...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Dwayne Wade. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might top it. A big key to his team's victory here. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
Well, Dwayne Wade was at his best tonight, fellas. He's a ferocious competitor when he gets in the zone like that. That intensity on defense, those explosive moves to the rim, Dwayne Wade had it going on tonight.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.